how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga don't do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah.
But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shador.
Right, it's about to get
Dion already doing that.
We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's
It's like when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me.
Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the $30,000?
Now?
In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
Use up.
You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm gonna keep it high level, and this is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undefeated.
Oh, come on. And me playing basketball. And I just want to light up.
he's getting up.
And show. Yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
I want to go rebound. Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up. I got a match. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's something. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Let's get
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Wah, 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 wah. Push the mic down and let's get it cracking. Magging from the jacket to the back end. Golly. Every day this show keep on hustling. I was in Miami when that song dropped. It was insane. They played it 26 times in a row. Almost beat my record of playing Grinding 27 times in a row at a San Diego house party I threw. Insane. How y'all doing this Friday? It's Friday. It's my day. Love to all you guys out there. We got a whole lot on this show today. So much that I had to write it down. God dang. The bigger the cap, the bigger the peeling. So I got Kyler Murray. We're going to start off the show right there with him in Minnesota. And now, since he's in Minnesota, is he going to be the starting quarterback? Ooh, we're going to compare him and J.J. McCarthy. That's not going to get good. That's not pretty. And then we're going to talk about Stephen A. Smith. He's still on his LeBron hate tour. I mean, I think he's doing it so much now, it's not even headlines, but I see it. We're going to think about that, talk through that. Someone is beefing with Ice Cube. You know me, I'm from Compton. I got to defend my guy. The fallout from the Max Crosby trade continues, the devastation. Candace Parker. Shout out to her wife. I do yoga with her wife. Isn't that crazy? Her wife is big. And Candace Parker's big. Big old beautiful ladies. Yeah, we got to talk about her. She wants more criticism for the WNBA so that the sport can grow. That's real. Stop pandering. And bam, God, bam. Adebayo, we going to talk about you again because everybody's coming to your defense as they're also trying to hate on you. So let's get through all of those things and more as we go through this show. So now, what's the first thing that happens? You go, you wake up, you see this. You see breaking news. Kyler Murray to the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, he's looking like, And then I'm covering it up, so let me show y'all. Look, we got a couple of jokes in here today. I just got to let you know. Kyler Murray memes are amazing. They are hilarious, so we're going to get into that. So Kyler Murray is a Minnesota Viking. Makes sense. He was a third-rated quarterback in the free agency market. And say what you want about him. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start with the basics. The dude is a talent. He itty-bitty. I mean, he is itty-bitty, but he is a talent. That sucker can move. And he actually has a little more brain firepower than he's given credit for because we see the athleticism, we see the compromised size, and we say, he's just a mighty mouse out there. No, he's more than that, but at the same time, he hasn't been given all of those opportunities or hasn't taken advantage of all that he's been given. Either way, we are here. So let's talk about it, Kyler Murray.
Hey, Kyler. Congrats, man, first of all. Just curious, how far back does your Vikings fandom or your knowledge or interest in this organization go?
Thank you. Ever since I started playing tackle football, I was 7 years old. Genuine fandom. Ran deep, Vikings gear through and through. A lot of purple in my household. I cried real tears whenever Brett threw that interception. I cried real tears that day.
Just lighten it up because we about to go deep. We about to go dark. So that's Kyler Murray talking about, hey, I'm really a fan. And everybody like, nah, we got receipts. We're going to show you. He really was a fan. He really about that life. But let's get into the commentary part. Kyler Murray. Over there, Minnesota, J.J. McCarthy. Is he going to stay healthy? Is he going to ball? Is he the starter? Let's go.
Murray.
I think so. And I think that not only is he going to have that resurgence, we're going to understand why situations matter. Where you go matters. The supporting cast, what they put around you, what they surround you with also matters. And it's very imperative for a quarterback's success based on the weapons that's put around him. If you look at all the quarterbacks, you look what Sam Darnold was able to do. You look what Daniel Jones was able to do from going from the New York Giants and going to the Indianapolis Colts, not winning a Super Bowl, but seeing the trajectory he was on and how he changed that franchise around in such a short amount of time because of the weapons that were around him.
And let's not do that. Okay, look, you're right about Sam Darnold. Even though Sam Darnold was balling in Minnesota, he didn't stick the landing. That's the difference between the U.S. and like China and gymnastics sometimes, which definitely in swimming. Like they do all that stuff in the air the same, and then how you land, right? Sam Darnold didn't land the plane exactly like he desired when he was in Minnesota. You ever been on them flights? He'd be like, God dang! It been smooth sailing. And then they go like, it was almost like the pilot miscalculated the ground. He thought the ground was like 10 more feet down or something. He go, bow! He'd be like, God dang! He'd be like, oh, this is the captain speaking. My bad. So that was Sam Darnold. Now, he went to Seattle and won a Super Bowl. Golly, like, how do you even think about that? And then, of course, the GM in Minnesota gets fired because he comes out and says, yeah, I had a little bit of regret. I slept, I had some sleepless nights talking about this and thinking about this and tossing and turning about this. Another can't sleep. I toss and turn and got fired. All right, so we clean that slate. That deck is clean. And now you bring in Kyler Murray. And look, J.J. McCarthy, let me just tell you one thing. Welcome to the NFL, big dog. They cleared the deck for you. They gave you a whiteboard, and they said, ain't nothing up there. Now go. And you went where? You went to where now you're going to be in a quarterback battle that you will lose if Kyler Murray looks like anything that people expect. You're going to lose this battle. I'm just telling you right now. It's not to bring him in to enhance the room and all that corny cliche stuff. Nah, he coming there to get yours. And I don't think you got enough to take away what he has. I don't think you have enough to block what he's going to do. If he's healthy, it's wrap. It's just like that. Damn, I love sports. Keep going.
I think Kyler Murray is going to shock a lot of people. I see some of the jokes that are flying, about his height, about him being short. I mean, that has nothing to do with playing the quarterback position.
Oh, hold on. This is what I wanted to tell you. Oh, about Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones going to Indianapolis. All of a sudden, he got the weapons and all that stuff, and then he's going to do a lot better. Oh, yeah, that's... Here's the thing. Daniel Jones also left New York. It ain't just where I went, it's where I left, okay? That's part one. Part two is I took some lumps, right? You got hit, and you survived it. Like all of us, when we go through adversity and we come out on the other side, you're like, yo, I survived that. The thing you dread the most, think about how many days you've had of dreading something, whether it was a test. I remember the first time I was dreading being on the academic decathlon team or taking the PSAT, not even the SAT, the PSAT. I remember like, oh God, I got to take this test tomorrow. I'm going to get the results and I'm going to know if I'm smart or dumb and all this stuff. And can I go to college? And, the first time you got to go play that school that's so good in reputation. Right? You got all these times in your life where you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh my God, what's going to happen? You survive it. Once you survive it, you're like stronger for it, right? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger because you went through it. Daniel Jones went through it in New York. That's why largely he was balling out there in Indy before the injury. All right, now let's talk about how short Kyler Murray is. Continue.
Especially when you have elite talent around you like he has there.
Hey,
Go ahead.
This is my pick for Kyler Murray from the start when we first started talking about this, Uncle Ocho. And I was telling you, I was like, man, because Ocho was like, he wants to see Kirk Cousins go back. I'm like, nah, I want to see Kyler get a chance to, have some awesome weapons, play with some great players, and I think he'll be great in that offense, not just for a drop back passer, but a guy who can improvise back there and make something when it's nothing. You know what I mean? I love Kyler in this situation. I think he's gonna have much success. I know some Vikings fans, they happy, so good luck to him, man. I'm looking forward to seeing this young dude get back to it.
Okay, thanks, Joe, for the mail-in basketball player talking about football. I've been there on the other side, too. Had to talk some deep Utah Jazz before, and I'm like, just looking forward to Stockton and Malone. Anyway, y'all act like he ain't had no weapons in Arizona. Come on now. Shall we? Marvin Harrison Jr., he started coming on. Y'all didn't see that? What y'all talking about? McBride was the best tight end in football. He helped do that for 5 games at least. Mike Wills, anyway, let's continue to talk about this because we're going to have to dive deeper and then get the screws twisted a little tighter. And we're going to have to see what he has to face in J.J. McCarthy and the offense he's going to possess.
I don't know if you know this, but if you're going to be hard-pressed to find a quarterback that's had better weapons than Kyler Murray.
Thank
you.
you.
Who he started with? Larry Fitzgerald. Is Larry Fitzgerald going to the Hall of Fame, Ocho?
Yes, sir.
And then he had DeAndre Hopkins. Is DeAndre Hopkins any good? And then he threw to Trey McBride. Is Trey McBride any good?
He's the best in the league.
And now he has Justin Jefferson. So you're going to be hard-pressed, Ocho, to find a quarterback that's had more stable weapons than what he's had.
Yes. Thank you, Shannon.
His only issue is, and I've said this from the very jump, he is a small man. Injuries have plagued him. I mean, bro, when you're 190 pounds, okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, Ocho and Joe, he's 200. 200 at 5'9", 5'10". So when they hit you, you hit the dirt, they fall on top of you.
Yeah, but that ain't your job responsibility. That's not your priority. That's not your primary assessment of Kyler Murray when he gets hit. And now I know he gets hurt, but at the same time, Kyler, let's get you in the system where you utilize those weapons. The fastest thing on this football field is the football. Get the football out your hand to the second fastest thing, which is our weapons. Now, you might be right there, too. You're a weapon as well. But let's not utilize you in that capacity, or we're going to have to get strict on your ass. Fall down. Learn to slide. Get out of bounds. Okay? Now, I think the wake-up call is Kyler Murray's realized, man, I'm out of Arizona. I was a franchise quarterback. And who doesn't want to live in Arizona? Who don't want to live in Scottsdale? Right? So you can't live there anymore. You're in Minnesota. You got a cabin. You traded in that one-story, 9,000 square foot mansion with a fireplace inside of it in every room. Why you need that in Arizona? But the point is, he had all that, keys to the city, and now you're in Minnesota fighting with J.J. McCarthy. You're going to win it. And then you're going to be in a log cabin? You woke up, right? It's a different world. Okay. I'm going to show you now. So now I am listening because Kyler Murray wasn't listening in Arizona. Let me tell you why I know this. Because I met Kyler Murray when he first got drafted, and we had to do the rookie marketing event. It's not even a symposium. Anyway, I'm in the room with all the rookies, few of us vets, and I'm not calling Kyler Murray cocky. I'm just saying he takes a while to warm up to everybody. It wasn't just us vets, because we were like, damn, he ain't got no love for us, whatever. We're used to it. Them rookies, like his rookies, Cash you could just smell it. If I'm a coach, I can see it. I can see who is magnetic. I can see who's a repellent. I can see who's a social grabber or gravitator, and I can see those who are like, eh. And Kyler Murray was a whole different animal. I said from then, I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting to watch his ride. I love going to that every year, too, because I get to see these guys when I first meet them. Told you guys about C.J. Stroud the first time I met him. And I was like, this is going to be an issue. I said, this is going to be hot and cold. I said that, but I didn't want to go big in public with it because it's like, what's my evidence? I just was like, my spidey sense was like hot and cold. And look what he's going through right now, hot and cold. Anyway, now you hear Kyler Murray. It's time to do you. Because we know the talent's in there. We know that there are times where the earwax was too thick and you weren't listening. Now, just buy in and use all that talent. You might do something out there. You might be this year's Sam Darnold. Who said that?
Yeah. So that has been his problem, his being able to stay healthy. I believe if he stays healthy, guys, I agree with you guys. I think he can play really, really well. But that is a big if. That's the caveat. That is the question. Can he stay healthy? Because over 7 years, he has not been able to do that, Ocho.
Right. Yeah. I mean, obviously, he had injuries. Obviously, that's a part of the game. It's a part of the game. And hopefully, being that he's able to improvise, like Joe said, being that he's able to play off script so well, and he doesn't have to hold the ball that long because of the weapons that are surrounding him. Now, you named some great individuals. DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald.
I forgot A.J. Green played there too, didn't he, Ocho?
What? Oh, that's right. He sure did.
Man, blah, blah, blah. Let's just say us doing podcasts, the prep is optional. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be prepared, you can be. If not, I get it. Now, I got an advantage. I'm over here playing on this internet, so it ain't that deep. But at the same time, let's talk through this because he is a guy who's been around some great talents and some great weapons. And shout out to SJM. 5684 with the super chat. Appreciate you, big dog. Hopefully Kyler can play on time for us. KOC offense kind of wants his quarterbacks to do that. Yep. I am convinced if Kyler Murray got his mind right, Minnesota gonna be right. It's not even a conversation. The thing is, get your mind right. I thought I told you. Get your mind right. All right. I don't know if your mind's right. So let's get into it. All right, so let's see this. Kyler Murray. Let's go last year. I know last year is a tough year to really assess anything Kyler Murray did because Kyler Murray didn't really play that long. Let's just see you, and let's see who pops up if J.J. McCarthy pops up. Okay, so we're going from the quarterbacks based off of rating, right? So these are the top quarterbacks last year, even though it flipped in order in the MVP. Matthew Stafford was one, Drake May was the second, but in terms of rating, it was Drake May. Keep going. Jared Goff balled last year. Josh Allen in terms of rating. Jordan Love, Daniel Jones. Okay? All guys who had great years, right? Then we get into Dak. Y'all forgot Dak had a good year last year. Sam Darnold obviously balled. Dak had a better year by the statistical category of rating. So for you arguing at the barbershop hating on Dak like everyone does, and this is not the time to kick Dak when he's down because he's getting divorced before he's married. Just know that you don't sound so smart when you say that. Dak was better than Jalen Hurts last year, et cetera. My boy Herbie, Justin Herbert, all these guys. Okay, let's keep going. There goes that C.J. Stroud we were talking about. Jacoby Brisket. Brisket was out there getting it. That boy. He built like he got his pads on all the time, man. But he was doing all right. Got Trey McBride there. Keep going. When we going to see some of these Minnesota quarterbacks? Anybody? Somebody? No. Where are you? Yeah, that's the problem. They got a quarterback room that their quarterbacks don't even qualify. They don't even qualify. So now let's put them together. They ain't have enough snaps. Both of them hurt. Whatever. Bench. Whatever. Let's get into it. So this is last year. All right. Can't go career. He's played, 7 years, 8 years now coming up. And him and rookie. Wipe that smile off your face. You ain't starting no more. Let me stop. Boy, I'm in the locker room, so these jokes going to be flying, okay? Associated value, low on both of them. Look, he's 6-4. At least he had a winning season. Kyler Murray was 2-3. But look at this completion percentage. Even when he was out there winning, yuck. Ask Justin Jefferson how he feels about J.J. McCarthy. Just the J.J. and McCarthy is not Justin Jefferson. Let's just say that. He's not a supporter. He ain't feeling them. I can just tell you that right now. I don't even care. Justin Jefferson could smile with that red freckles and all that. He could do all that he wants to. I'm looking at you right now and telling you, Justin Jefferson, I know damn well you don't like J.J. McCarthy as a quarterback. I know for a fact. Why? Because I played football before. Ain't nobody loving this. Okay, passing yards per attempt. Yeah, you're going to have more because, not attempts, but you throwing the ball a little deeper than Kyler Murray. Passing touchdowns, good. Rate, come on, get that up. That ain't it. Ran the ball. So you don't really get a ton out of this because, once again, incomplete. So why is Kyler Murray there? Because in part, it can look like this. I mean, tell me this. Let's do this. Let's have fun. Kyler Murray, Aaron Jones, the senior, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and T.J. Oxen. That look good to y'all? You think that's something? I think so. Now just swipe or let's actually switch this and make that J.J. McCarthy. Does that look the same? No. It's not the same. So that's why he's there, because of the potential. And now you're going to have this combo. Everybody's going to love it. Everybody. So stupid. First look at a real look. This is a live look in. Y'all so stupid. What are you doing down here? I don't care about short jokes and all that kind of jokes. I'm the type of person that competes in everything, right? And I know in competition, things are not even. Things are not level, right? So when you say equality to me, I'm like, shut up. Like, I treat everyone equally, but everyone wasn't treated equally by God. Let's just say that. I'm 6'4", 280. I know you're not, okay? So God gave me that. Guess what he didn't give me that you probably have? Some emotional content. Like, I don't connect with people the same as you, right? You feel life. I'm like, man, my best friend died when I was young. I don't feel nothing, homie. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. We ain't the same, but we're all uniquely the same. Anyway, stop trying to compare myself to you. And I ain't going to do it to you. But look at this. This is who we talking about. This is who we talking about. Peep this. This is dope. You know who that is? That's Kyler Murray. Told you he was a Vikings fan. Real spit. Look at that. Kyler Murray. I know they probably AI that one. They ain't AI that. You can't find a Rollins ball anymore. You can't AI. Hold on. He young. He had Under Armour already. They don't know Under Armour when I was playing youth ball. Isn't that crazy? Just look at this itty bitty right here. Who in the hell think he going pro? I know when the film is moving, you're like, damn, that boy good. But it's just, it comes from nowhere and it's just, pow. You become it. So good for Kyler Murray, man. They caught him. They spotted him in Minnesota going around saying to everybody, they said this is him meeting the fans. Oh, I can't do that. Golly. The hell? Turn that sound down. All right, this is him meeting the fans. They said, Kyler Murray out there said, yeah, thank you. Welcome to Minnesota. Getting off the plane. Let me stop. Oh, man, I love it. I love the jokes. All right, so beat it up in the comments. Look, it's a lot of time between now and J.J. McCarthy losing his job. A lot of time between now and then Kyler Murray being a starter, looking good in preseason, and then what are you going to do with all these weapons, right? So that's where we at right now with that situation. We will stay in tune with it because I love to see upgrades in the room. I love how they framed it. They framed it like, we're going to make this a more competitive room. Yeah, we are. We're gonna find someone who starts. It's gonna be just that simple. J.J. McCarthy on a cheap deal, Kyler Murray on a veteran minimum deal because his money is being paid by Arizona. It's all the wind is blowing at Kyler Murray's back. Can he finish this deal? All right, let's go to college. Let's go to pro day time. Cats are waking up in the morning, jumping out their bed and running 40s. Yeah, check this one out. This is pretty cool. This is Makai Lemon, USC. We're going to watch this twice because somebody told me his form is bad. Okay. Oh, he kind of a little side stumble. Oh, he a power runner. All he is a power runner. Okay. So I know this kind of guy. So look, when you're a power runner, it just seems like you and the ground don't like each other as much, right? You know, you're like, what a boy, shut up, fool, huh? Every step is a power. He's like that. But look, he's still an elite athlete, so he ain't gonna do it like you. But it's not the most efficient, effective way. But when the ball's in air, all of that power running, if you're getting there, they said he ran a 4.48 to 4.53. Okay, but if you're a power runner, what happens is when the ball is in air, I have point of contact like everyone else, but greater with the ground because I'm a power runner. So you've seen some of those guys, like Larry Fitzgerald is not, like Larry Fitzgerald's one of those. He's like a big old, like power, like a big dude running. So when you got those types, that hand-to-hand combat, that aerial assault that occurs when that ball's in the air, you in trouble. Because you over there trying to fly through the air and this sucker grounded. Right? And we've seen him play. He plays like that. Let's break this down one more time, though. I hate sound sometimes. Let me see this. Okay. I'm about to say that. Ooh, you see this? Did you see his hand? His hand was out, and then he went like this. We already losing time. You see his right hand was open. He had to cock it up at the end, and then he had to go open. That's time. Second, your contact hand bent instead of just stay there and feet go, right? He's supposed to be gone right now. He ain't left yet. It's okay. Okay. Hip flexion, not the greatest. Like I'm telling you, there are 3 angles to always see if you want to know if an athlete exists in this person. You look at the hips, okay? You look at the hip flexion, you look at the knee flexion, and you look at the ankle flexion. A lot of people don't do that. When these things are bent, when they're acute, oh, you got you a dude. Acute athlete. Obtuse, we'll see. We'll see how he plays, right? Keep going. Them hands are, yeah, they crossing them. It's okay. It's okay. He's still fast. But look at that face. Look at that tension. Come on, big dog. Come on, baby. Let go. Loosen up. I don't know what happened to you at the combine, too. All the, yo, you know what I'm saying? I want to be a Mont St. Brown. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on. Too much rap music. Calm down. Relax. This is the tensest. Look at that. Look at that. That ain't it. His foot is collapsing. That's time. That's why them track dudes be doing that little drill. They be doing that duck walk. You got to do the duck walk so that when you hit the ground, it's like dang, dang, dang. His is going dong, dong, dong. Real spit. This ain't it. But he's still fast. Faster than me. Ooh, God, look at all this. What you doing? She like, hurry up. He like, calm down. Pause. Yeah. Okay. That said, who gives a damn? He in the shorts and no shirt. Put him in some pads. Oh, he's insane. He could go get it. So that was cool. That was cool to see. I always like breaking down film. One thing I love doing is breaking down film because I was blessed, seriously blessed with some amazing coaches who told me so many things. And you know me, I'm a little bit of a nerd. So I'm in the film room like, what? What do you do? How you do it? You know what I mean? I wasn't in there sleeping like Lamar Jackson. Jokes. So I love film, and I'm going to break down film for people all the time. We do film session. We're going to get back to it when the season starts. Don't you trip. Okay, now let's get into this story with Bam Adebayo because he has to come out and defend himself for scoring 83. Something's wrong with people, and it's y'all, who are criticizing this guy for breaking Kobe's record when it wasn't Kobe's record, it was Wilt's. And then all of a sudden, the way he did it, I don't give a damn how he does it. If he was on the court and there were opponents on the court and you get 83, I don't want to hear nothing else. You think Kobe wasn't trying to go get 101? Just fell a little short. Okay? So Bam got to defend himself because we in this silly era where people know if you say normal stuff, if you speak with nuance, if you actually speak with high acumen, that's not viral. Nothing goes viral really like that. If it's just normal, it has to be sensational, right? Have to stick out. So all these haters are sticking out. So Bam, he heard it. He felt it. He thought he was going to get nothing but flowers. He got the dirt. He like, where the flowers at? Come on, y'all.
Ouch, coaches, I mean. And
when they speak it in the mid-sentence, they go like this. That laugh is, I'm thinking of another thing. And I'm like, Just laugh it off because these fools are fools, right? He mad. He real mad.
At that point, I think I'm not going for it.
Did y'all hear that? He has 70 points in an NBA game. Has Luka done that? Nope. Who's the best scorers? Has Durant done that? Listen, y'all, please walk with me. Y'all gotta understand how I'm built. That's why I love LeBron. I don't care how you get to being great. If you do something great, I am celebrating it. I don't care if I like you. I don't care if I've heard things about you. I don't care if you've been weak before. This ain't weak. You got 70 points and the game ain't over. And somebody got the nerve to sit they chunky soup ass at home to about, so what? What he doing ain't right. So what? It don't look good. So what? It ain't the way to do it. Shut up. What? 70 points. Yo, your favorite player ain't got 70 points in an entire game, period. He got it, and it's still time left. And y'all mad at him.
And that's the thing that's.
Okay, Luka got 73. So what? It don't matter. He still got time left. He better than Luka. Wait, let me say it like Keith Sweat. Nobody. Luka had 73 and there was no time left. I would make up for that. I knew Luka would have. That's why I said Luka. I was like, Luka's that kind of guy. He ain't going to get no 83. Let me stop. We'll see. But if he does get 83, it's a good 83. Y'all so stupid. It's a good 83. Oh, that was a good sack, Wiley. That sack right there was a good one. That was the other one. What? Oh, that's a good ring. We done it to ring, so I knew we gonna do it to 83 points. That was a hard championship ring right there. That's a good one. That's the Dirk Nowitzki ring. Oh, that's a different ring. Well, the LeBron bubble ring. Who cares? So hold on. Somebody give you $1 million. Oh, that's a good $1 million. Oh, that's a bad $1 million. Oh, shut up. Why we let these fools tell us even with a minute? Dog. If you like in one of these video games or one of these sci-fi movies and then you see the gem or you see the kryptonite, or I don't know what the hell you be chasing, Lord of the Rings and all them jewels and stuff, and you that close to getting it, and then you be like, oh, massa, I don't want that. I see it. I've been on my journey through many galaxies and I see it right here, but no, I am not worthy. This is like some insecurity run rampant. It's like everybody's insecurities. It's like the pursuit of happiness. It's like everybody sound like Will Smith projecting on a little boy. And the little boy like, dog, I'm trying to do something. What you talking about? I can't do it. Oh, my bad. I had to wake up. I was talking about me, but I'm talking to you. It's like all these fans is really talking about themselves. And not just fans, players, some of the coaches. I know. I heard it. Udoka. He over there like, yeah, how many free throws? They playing Washington? Come on, man. Don't slight this dude like that. I'm going to say it again. 83 points, y'all. You can play Lifetime, LA Fitness, basketball, YMCA, rec, down the street, get your run to the day you die. And I guarantee you, you have not had a game yet and won't have a game where you had 83. Now we talking. You hear that? That's called clap back, punk. You ever? What is Ja Rule gonna clap back? We're gonna clap back. I ain't like that song that much, but you know, Ja Rule like 50 Cent talking about doing his like songs with Ashanti. Anyway, point being, bam. I feel so bad that you even gotta say this in the moment you're supposed to be celebrating. The same people online will go to a funeral with some gangster crip who just got who just got killed smoking. You know he undid dirt forever. You know he ain't a good dude. He's finally dead, and you're like, damn, miss my homie. All that. That said, at the funeral, oh, they talking good about him like he an angel. At the funeral, the eulogy, you sound like, was he a valedictorian or a super crip? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we go to places where we know what it is and we'll fake it. But then we would go to a real place like this. He really got 83. And then get all weird and fake on him like, so we gonna praise the gangster who we know ain't nothing, but we gotta act like that. And then him, when he do something for real, we gonna act like it ain't real. Oh my God. Man, this dude is really up there, forced to defend greatness. when we have seen countless film of Bam practicing. Who was he with? Karan Butler, I saw him practicing with, putting in that work. Everyone knows, if you know, he got a bag. He just don't use it. He doesn't deploy it. It's like the NBA. Y'all got to understand the NBA is not AAU. At AAU, your little itty bitty can go out there and do whatever they want to do to a certain point. Then you get to college and they like, we got to suppress all that to make this team work. Then you get to the pros, they like, I love you, Bam. But guess what? As great as you are, there's somebody who can do that even better. Like, I know you can bring the ball up. I know you can. But guess what? We got this 6'6" guy who can do it too. Or maybe this super quick 6'3" guy who can shoot three and play some D. Point is, it's just like, it is like youth sports in this way. If you got a big kid that can play and is a baller, he playing the 4 or 5. Because there's a little kid who's a baller but can't play the 4 and 5. He little. So he playing the 1 or 2. Even though the 4 or 5 is probably better at the 1 and 2. It's just, we got one job and we got 2 people that can do it. And then we got one job that really only one can do. So big man, sorry. This is what happens to a lot of big men. They get misplaced just because they bigger than the little dude. But he like, I'm better at the little things than the little dude. That's who Bam is. Everyone's told us that. Everyone knows that. He can do way more than he's doing. Okay? He ain't the only one. So now he had to defend himself, and guess what? His coach had to come out too. Let's go.
I apologize to absolutely no one. Period. And going into the game, it's a Tuesday night game against a team where they're not playing for anything, where their organization is trying to lose. We've already lost a game, in that kind of situation. We have players that are sitting out, and I spoke to Bam about, I want, as our best player and team captain, for him to be locked in and ready. And he sure was. Because of everything that was at stake. The way he played in the first quarter had nothing to do with what happened afterwards. It was about our opportunity. And as a leader of the team, he approached that game appropriately. And the fact that he was still in the game at the end, this is what our fans, want to see, and this is what you really want to see happen in this league, is for there to be some competitive storylines. And then really...
Hey, what happened to load management? What happened to every time I go somewhere and the stars are not playing? What happened to that gripe? What happened to that complaint? And then you finally see the anti of that. You see a star out there playing. So what if the other team is tanking and doing all their stuff? That's their shenanigans. I'm locked in, I'm balling, and then y'all gonna be hating because I'm balling too much? Or I'm balling without resistance? God, you people are sick. No wonder I don't care what people think about me, because y'all can't think.
Magical night just appeared out of nowhere, and he sees that opportunity. Those are tricky games, when you're facing teams like that have nothing to lose and that aren't playing to win, but the players on the court, you don't know how they're approaching that kind of game.
Yes, you do. If I get on that court, I'm going hard in this sport. I get paid by how I perform. That film, the camera in the sky doesn't lie, and it ain't cutting off just because the organization is saying we're tanking. You think that film goes around on YouTube and around the NBA forever, and it's like when it first comes on, it's like, Miami Heat versus Washington Wizards game. Wizards tanking, so therefore these stats don't matter. No, you're still getting graded. You're still getting assessed. I'm giving you my best.
Look, he had 70 plus. I didn't really feel the need, but we did as a staff. We watched the fourth quarter, again, to see how it played out because of all the noise. He had 70 plus. Going back and forth, at the end, all that happened under 2 minutes. He was already 76 deep.
Damn.
At that point, and damn right we're going to go for it at that point. So I've seen...
I'm getting tired of all these justifications. So since he had 70-something in the fourth, I guess we should go. I don't give a damn if I'm going, I'm gone. Don't be trying to say, like, I'm not even on Spoelstra. I'm just saying, like, he has to fight the headwind, the resistance of, what's he doing in there in the fourth? And he got to really explain and justify. Well, he had 70 in the fourth, so he's too close. What if he had 50? We got to sit him? Golly, do you know how hard it is to do anything in this world? This is why I appreciate greatness. It is hard to play sports. Yeah, you can suck at it. A lot of people do. And then it's hard to not only be good at sports, but to make the team. Then not just to make the team, but to be in the starting lineup. And then to not just be in the starting lineup, be one of the dudes. And then not to be one of the dudes, to be the dude that when coach says, we need to play today, we need to win today, he looking dead at your ass. He said we, but he looking at you. He talking to me. And then from there, to get acknowledged that you're not just one of the best or the best on your team, you're the best in your area, you're the best in your city, you're the best in the state, you're one of the best in the country, you're one of the best in the world. All of that. You know how hard that is? And then when you get moments to certify that, you get moments to show that, put that on full display, you get a moment that could be put in concrete. The record books. You want me to shy away from it because of what? Because of who? Because of what? Who? Dog, I am on a rap Tourette syndrome today. Let's go.
You know, people, say, you got to be a purist. I'm a Darwinist in this league. Really, you can do anything you want in this game. You can approach it however you want. If we get criticized for what we do, it was probably irony in these two organizations. There's nothing wrong with what they're doing. If you can, tank and get a great draft pick, I don't care. Like, you can do anything you want in this league. You can approach it however you want. We don't do that. And we have a 13th pick. Do something that you're trying to get out of the number one pick.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I'm arguing with anybody, because if you don't see this for what it is, you just don't know what it is. He said it. It's Darwinism, dog. Survival of the fittest. You eat what you kill, and you get it with your muscles. Ain't nobody giving out nothing for free. I don't give a damn how much resistance they give. So what? I still got to push this weight. I push rhymes like weight. I'm like on 8 references in rap already. I push rhymes like no. You can say, oh, they ain't really trying. Are they on the court? No, somebody trying. Okay, was that a foul? Yeah, but somebody shooting free throws. Like, whatever. I don't care if it's gift wrapped. I don't care if it's hand given. I don't care. I got it. Oh, but she didn't get it the way that somebody else got it that I like. You didn't get it like Kobe got it. So Kobe didn't even get it. He didn't break Wilt's record and me either. But I was trying. So y'all living in a world where y'all think Kobe wasn't trying. Rest in peace to the great. Right? So now, since Kobe wasn't trying and he almost got it, then you really tried and you didn't get it. You suck. What? Boy, people telling themselves. And some people get drugged into it and was like, dog, that ain't even me. What y'all doing? Dwayne Wade, speak on it.
It's not disrespect. Yeah. It's standard. It's standards.
Yes.
It's standards.
Yes.
And if the Miami Heat don't want me to have standards on the players, that's on them. I will have it. I will always have a standard for the organization, whether I'm a part of the organization, whether I'm allowed in the doors, whether I'm never allowed in the doors, because I've gave so much to the organization. I have a lot less millions in my account for the organization. I have a lot less stats on the board because I gave up what was individual for what was pushed on us as a standard, as a culture, and what we about. And so if we about that, then I'm going to hold us to that standard.
Okay, look, don't let people twist you and say the right thing, and then because it's not met with universal support or praise, you remix that right thing. No. Play that song again. Because a lot of times we go back to the lab and we try to remix what we just did or said just because we want it to be a bigger hit, a greater hit. It ain't about that. It ain't about that. It's about, did you make that song from the heart? Is that your real song, right? Did you compose that? Did you want that out there, right? Did you want to put out On the Wings of Love, right? Did you want to? Yeah. Well, then don't change it. Don't put it out. Oh, they ain't like that. Okay. On the Wings of Like. Yeah, it goes with social media. Like. They don't say love in social. Stop, dog. Dwayne Wade, you said it right the first time. You ain't got to explain nothing to me. I heard you. They heard you. That's why it made noise.
And so
y'all remember when they brought this question up right after he got 83, he's sitting next to his girl, and he's talking about, yeah, Dwayne Wade said you guys are not making noise down here, no news in the culture. He was like, Bam already had felt the pressure of people not accepting and loving his 83 points, and he ain't even went home yet. He just came straight from the court, and they already on his head. He like, what's the point of getting an A in this class if this is how you're going to treat the A students?
Danny, you feel that the performance, then I'm doing my job. Do your job, bro.
Do what you need to do.
Do what you need.
Hey, he stuck that landing. I don't even want to hear no more. Blah, blah, blah. He felt it too. He started smiling. He leaned back. He was like, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Hey, did it work? Did y'all go out there and go get it? Yeah, all that kind of stuff, right? It's so crazy. So we all know, look, I could beat this to death, but I'm going to do it tomorrow too because I like doing it. But there's other angles of it. Like, I really think the cult of Kobe, and that's what people call it online at least. Like there's some, look, I'm in LA, so don't tell me twice. And look, I used to cover the Lakers for 10 years and knew Kobe well. And used to do interviews, hours with Kobe, talk it, hang a little bit with Kobe, all that. There is a cult of Kobe in LA for good reason. Like, let's not act like the dude was insane. Was he top 10 basketball player ever, top 5? Some even higher than top 5 because usually top 5 means 5, right? Whatever he is, he deserves all that. But the irrationality that comes with that is always a conversation to the point where people are really saying, Bam broke Kobe's record. That's not a thing. Bam broke no record. He broke some Miami Heat records. He didn't break Wilt's record, if that's what we're talking about. But let's talk about Kobe, how just his legacy fueled this conversation a little bit.
You were part of Kobe's last game, and I was never a point when you guys stopped playing defense and were like, let Kobe get whatever he wanted, right?
There was not. Now, that game was different than any game I've ever been a part of as well. I mean, he took 60 shots that game or whatever he did, 50 shots, I think, something like that. So, I mean, that one.
I remember I got pushback. You know, people always say, I got killed online. I was like, I'm glad it was online because I'm alive in real life. I'm alive and offline. But people were hating on me. I went on the show after Kobe's last game because we had to cover it. I was supposed to be there. I was like, I'm not going. I had something with my kids. It was like some game or practice. And I was like, I'm going there because I know that's going to be a crazy fest. Now, I regret it because I should have went. This is Kobe's last game. And I was like, all right, I'm not a Laker fan like that. Plus, the Lakers kicked me out before. I'll tell you that story again. I was like, I'm going to go to Kobe's last game. I'm kind of like that person. I don't want to see it end, right? I want to remember all the other stuff. So anyway, I had no idea he was going to shoot 60 shots, 50 shots, and Snoop and all them going to be. I didn't even think about the pageantry. Same reason I didn't go to Kendrick Lamar's pop-off. I got invited to that. If I would have went, now I got regret. I would have been on stage. I would have been crip walking and all that. Like, golly, I don't put it all together until it's over. Then I'm like, I had no idea he invited all of Compton. I just was like, all right, Kendrick going to do a concert at the Forum. All right, I'll check it. Ignorant. But the point is, I got online and I got on air and said, come on, y'all. This wasn't real. This ain't how you supposed to send them off. This ain't close to basketball. And people lit me up. And I was like, well, y'all ignorant.
Was also like not a legitimate game. Both teams were out. We knew we weren't making the playoffs. They knew they weren't making the playoffs. But certainly we weren't just letting them score. I mean, he airballed multiple times because he was forcing. You could tell he was forcing, but his last 3 minutes were completely different than the last 3 minutes of the Miami game. His last 3 minutes in that game were legendary. I mean, it was like the old Kobe for 3 minutes. They won the game because we were up most of the game, like pretty handily. And the last 3 minutes, he like turned it on, and it was like, okay, it's real Kobe.
You were part of.
See how that legacy, that cult, that likability. Kobe's legacy, I mean, obviously, rest in peace, he's gone. So this is a whole different dynamic than the typical Dwayne Wade's legacy. But not only does he have people that love him and love him, and the people who hate him have to be silent, or at least they have to lower their volume. Because you can't, I mean, he's gone. So, like, his legacy is in a whole different place and space. And it's not like, oh, natural causes death, 80-year-old, 90-year-old, oh, where's Wilt, you know what I mean, like all that stuff. Like, no. This is recent, like, what? Kobe go? So his legacy's in this place where even Gordon Hayward's, he's mesmerized. He's in a trance. Gordon Hayward was in a trance. You know why? He said, yeah, Kobe went out there and shot 50 shots and crazy. First of all, Kobe at the end wasn't supposed to get the green light to shoot 50 shots, but he got it because it's his last game. We give you that pass. But remember, it's a pass. I don't know why we ain't giving Bam a pass. Bam has scored 40 or more once. Give him a pass. He doesn't get a pass. A dude who can't do this is doing this. We'll let him do it. He doesn't get a pass. We don't love him like that. Okay. Then Gordon Hayward, thriller video doing this. I'm walking to Kobe. I'm walking for Kobe. I'm walking for Kobe. Literally just said the last 3 minutes he was old vintage Kobe. What? So you trying to tell me we gave him a pass and that wasn't good enough, and then we said, oh man, he turning it on. This is amazing. Child, please. Just say you love the dude and he could do no wrong. I'll take that over all this. Well, at first he was shooting 50 shots and if Bam would have shot 50 shots, he didn't even shoot 50, did he? No, he didn't. I just can't make sense out of nonsense. My grandma Ben told me that. She told me that Wileyism. You can't make sense out of nonsense, baby. And I'm still trying. All I'm doing is losing my voice. Like Doc Rivers.
Is it true a human being had 83 points tonight? Bam had 83 points. Wow. That's unbelievable. 43 free throws? Oh, my goodness. Well, that's what we play next, so at least I get to watch the prep tape. It'll be interesting. Wow, 83 points. That's amazing.
That's it. You know why it's amazing? Because I ain't never do that. I am one of the best guards ever play. And it ain't Blake's fault, but Bam, 83 points. Dog, if you ever tried, you understand that you can't, like you're compelled to just say, respect. Like sometimes it's just that. Like that little kid with the Yankee hat who does that. Respect. You just got to put if you've ever tried. If I saw somebody get 10 sacks in the game, and then I saw that the offensive tackle was just garbage. Like what was that? Will Campbell in the Super Bowl, whatever. And you got 10 sacks. You just got 10 sacks. You think I'm gonna be like, man, but you got him against him. Hater. Hi, haters. Come on, man. Let Ty Lue talk it.
Since you play with Kobe, I'm happy for Bam because Bam's a great guy. Had a chance to, coach him on the Olympic team. And, what an unbelievable guy he is, and so, happy for him and what he's been able to accomplish. So I'm very happy for Bam. You obviously played with Kobe. You did coach Bam with Team USA. Did you think you'd ever see a player score 80 again?
All right. Okay. Once again, we in that room where these journalists, they ain't got chat GPT, I guess. Won't they just type in, okay, Ty Lue, Bam, 10 best questions to ask them. Go. Instead of trying to make up one. You ever think you'd see this again? 80. Well, that's not the record. So why are we talking about, you ever think somebody will get second place again? What are we doing? Anyway, like, subscribe. I haven't said it yet. Like and subscribe to this channel and make sure you become a member as well. We got a lot of topics coming up, but I want to hear Ty Lue answer this raggedy ass question.
Yeah, I thought it would come. Actually, the amount of threes guys are shooting now.
Thank you.
One hot night, from three, it's possible. And so, you never know, but I thought it could happen again for sure.
What do you think of all the commentary of good or bad on the way?
You should listen to it. He scored 83 points. It's only been, Wilt, Bam, Kobe. And so no matter what people are talking about, what they're saying, it's stupid. Like, he got the record, no matter how you did it. Second best, behind 100. But however you did it, whatever happened, he scored 83 points. So that's something that's hard to do. No matter if you play against a high school team or junior high team.
Thank you.
83 points is a lot of points. And so, like I said, very happy for Bam, very happy for Spo, and it was a great night for Miami.
Yeah, man. Look, hook or crook. The end justify the means. All them little expressions that people use when they like how it turned out, and they like who's doing it, and they like how they did it. But when you don't like how you did it, doesn't mean you can just all of a sudden say, that ain't it. You sound like a kid. You want to know why? Because my kids do exactly that. So if I go upstairs after this show, and I'll go upstairs and I'll say, all right, go get the backpacks, and MJ go gets the backpack. So then I'm looking at Araya, I'm like, Araya, go clean up. She literally will go over there, this is a 7-year-old, and go over there and start grabbing stuff but skipping things. I was like, grab all the stuff, come on, clean up. And she's like, I didn't do that, Livy did that. They start getting into, well, I get credit for this, and she gets credit for that, and we not a team. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if I clean up or not. It just matters if I take care of myself. You guys are only taking care of what you like. You're only taking care of yourself. You're only taking care of Kobe's legacy. What about Bam's legacy? You don't care about it. That's all. It's okay. You don't even hate Bam. You're just like, I don't care about Bam. So therefore, I'm not going to take care of his. So therefore, I'm not going to clean up for Bam. You cleaned up for Kobe. Oh, the last 3 minutes, I tell you, boy, ooh, that was real Kobe. What was the other minutes? See, that's why I don't do guests. Because if I was sitting there with Gordon Hayward, as soon as he said, I was like, hey, dog, excuse me, before we got to those last 3 minutes, what was that? Anybody? You ain't like that? Sucker out here shooting every shot. And you're like, oh, okay, it's his last game. I get it. Just keep that, what they say, keep that same energy. That's probably Bam's last chance to ever do that. Probably could take the probably out. Definitely. That ain't scoring no 83 again, right? So what are you supposed to do? Protect that. Keep the same energy. They don't want to do that. Anyway, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Oh, man, we got a lot more to talk about. Stephen A. Smith versus LeBron. Why is he still hating on LeBron? It's amazing. It's unreal. It's really like, this is crazy. And somebody beefing with Ice Cube. We got to talk through that. We still got to go through the Max Crosby trade. The fallout is continuing. The devastation. We're going to go through that. Candace Parker wants people to criticize the WNBA more so it can grow. Hell yeah, she's smart. Let's get into that right now. All right. So y'all, let me check. Oh, beat up in the comments. I ain't giving y'all no love yet. Shout out to Jared M., who gave me a compliment. He said, this right here is why Marcellus is different. You damn right, I'm different. One of the very few that can speak, not yell, and have reasoning. Even though it may be different reasoning, it's all listenable and intelligent. Thank you, man. That really felt good. Made me burp. Let me say this. Why is people always say you think different? I don't think, we all think different, don't we? Or, maybe we all think different, but we all don't, but we end up talking the same. I get it. A lot of people, you're right. A lot of people don't say what they really feel. I've seen that a lot. So good point. Good point. Okay. Let's get into this. Let's see what happens. Let's talk a little Max Crosby trade. I really want to get into this Max Crosby trade. I got to pick one because there's 2 long ones, and I don't want to do 2 long ones because we are a little low on time. Let's do this. All right, Max Crosby trade. Let's start here. What really happened over there? You know, I'm in Baltimore. I took my Southwest flight all the way to Baltimore. I landed, my family here. I got the tattoos in the building. What really happened? Let's talk.
Ravens got cold feet, and looking forward, it could impact how other teams work with Baltimore going forward, which I like.
Really?
Well,
look, if you got a deal, like no deal is final until it's final. So, you know, it always says pending physical. So let's not act like Baltimore committed a crime. Even though the ethics are in question, even though the process is in question, it's not criminal to be like, he didn't pass the physical. Simple as that. But, y'all didn't see this physical before? Y'all didn't do your homework before?
No, you guys are like the new Patriots, just living on the edge. Greg Jennings is here.
Without the playoff wins.
That's why Max was perfect.
If you have any issue, you've really taken a villain turn in these. Like no issue with fouling, no issue with like flunking a guy on a
This is like you like.
Before he tells what it's like, because I'm bringing this up because I think they be trying to copyright me. Before he says that, y'all got to know the whole scenario. Let's go one more time. Max Crosby did not want to. The first time I heard about Max Crosby's knee was when he was complaining, I don't want to sit out the last part of the season. Now, we know the Raiders, they were sorry. Then that sorry turned into probably tanking for Fernando Mendoza. They need a quarterback. Gino, you're going to be out of here. He is gone now. And then it was a back and forth between the organization and Max Crosby. Hey, dog, you need to sit down, organization. And then Max Crosby like, no, I'm a warrior, and I'm not going to be a part of this tanking. How dare you? Rawr. Sparta. And then turns out he has a surgery. Surgeon comes out. Organization is correct. Your knee was bad. It was messed up, right? You got degenerative issues. You got some arthritic issues, right? You got some problems in there. It wasn't just a normal meniscus tear. It was like, this boy been turning the corner, getting busy, asking quarterbacks, who is he? So that's what it is. So then you fast forward, he's going through rehab, but since they saw more in there, now the Ravens are getting this information and backing out of this trade because they see more. That's where we are.
I like to use little metaphors and
love them.
analogies, whatever,
Similes.
if I'm right.
Similes are great. They're cool.
Let's say 3 days before a wedding or the day before a wedding.
I love this.
The bride pulls out.
Typically, it's the groom that pulls out before they get married in the Old Testament. That was a layup.
It's messy. It's ugly. Whether she pulled out because she found out he cheated,
pause,
or because she just was like, I'm not sure if he's the one for me. No matter what the reasoning, it's ugly. It
is. It's ugly. It's ugly. It's so ugly. I like that. It's so ugly that you got to put some respect on how gangster Baltimore must be to know that they're going to deal with all of this and still do it. They still went through with it. Come on, y'all. Continue.
It's messy and you feel for the groom, right? And everything is just this bad situation.
Yeah, what do I do with the
That's
presents?
what this is.
Can I get my presents back?
It's a
destination wedding.
See, that's what this is.
I love it.
That's what this is. Interesting. It's more than that. Because it's like he been cheating. It's kind of, no, I shouldn't do this. All right. If you believe the reports about Dak, whatever. I mean, look, if I'm dating the quarterback of the Dallas, if my daughter is dating the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, I'm like, baby, I'm happy. I like Dak. I'm all in. Look, all his money and stuff, that helps. But that ain't why I like him. I like him because he's a good dude. I can see all that. Let me tell you one thing, though, baby. He ain't watching film like he's saying he watching film. That boy ain't them. Baby, look at me. He's cheating on you. It's okay, though. Look, it's okay, though, because obviously you said it's okay. To me, it's not, but to me, it is, because I've been in that position before, but I didn't play that position, and I wasn't as good at his position. All right, baby, he in the league. That's enough said. Remember the dude who got engaged and cheated the same day? It happened like a couple weeks ago. I don't know, he played for the Falcons. Point being, I'm like, if I'm talking to my daughter and she telling me, baby, what? I'm like, who? Y'all live in a fantasy. Just stop it. It's okay. So that's where we are with that. I can't lie to my daughter. I'm like, look, I hope fidelity is not like number one on your list. Because some people, it's not. You can't force your daughter to think that, even though you raised her to think that. Now she like, Daddy, you got to think about the total package. I'm losing Dak, but I'm going to get some faithful dude who doesn't, unemployed faithful dude. She going to end up marrying some unemployed faithful dude. Nah. Go get that cowboy. How about that? Ride that cowboy. Oh, God. All right, so the Max Crosby situation in a nutshell is this. He back as a Raider. He going to rehab. Teams are inquiring. Teams ain't going to take the roll of the dice because you're going to look foolish. This is what's happening. You're going to look foolish giving up something for somebody with that issue. You're just going to have to try and wait it out like free agency, or you're going to probably get older, or it is what it is. Because we already saw somebody take a risk, rescind on that risk, and then say it's because of real reasons. So now is smeared. He ain't going nowhere. He going to be a Raider, and he's just going to have to play it out. Nothing wrong with that. I didn't think he should have been traded in the first place. 2 firsts for a DN? For what? And then they signed Trey Hendrickson. You know, they signed SpongeBob. Not like he boxy though. He an athlete though. He's athletic. Don't twist. But at the same time, they signed him. They had to give him no 2 firsts. Just give him the money. You're gonna have to give Max the money and 2 firsts. I think they just had buyer's remorse. All right, let's talk about this, JJ. LeBron time. I want to talk about LeBron, and we got to get out of here on that. We got to get to that Stephen A. LeBron tour stuff again. Let's talk a little bit of LeBron, how they playing him, and how his legacy. See, once you get into liking somebody, you do everything to make sure that they sound likable, or the opposite.
Doing anything, kind of fitting in whatever you needed. Did tonight's game have any indication of that? Just kind of the force he played with.
I thought he was great tonight. I think he's certainly.
Did y'all catch that? I thought he was great tonight. Oh, this is unfair with having this show. It's unfair. You can hear it all. You can see it all. He was great tonight, which means, other nights not. You know it.
Again, I talked about the human element. He certainly felt what AR and Luka feel at times. He's been a high usage player and the number 1 option his whole career. And I know he wants to win and he wants to do everything possible to help this team win, even if it looks a little bit differently.
That sounds like a conversation. Being real, I don't know the timeline of all this, but it sounds like they got through to LeBron, right? All the security and the PR and the publicists, and they was like, "Can we just talk to LeBron? He's right there in the locker room." They're like, "Yeah, but there's protocol." So they got through to LeBron. It's like, LeBron, you've heard it. I know you've heard it. People are saying, if you're our 3rd option, we got a shot. Now, you blending and blurring that and being our 2nd option, or please don't even think about being a 1st option. That's Luka. But if you over there punking Austin Reeves with your legacy, we got to stop that. Because if not, if Austin doesn't feel comfortable being number 2, we are doo-doo, like a number 2, doo-doo.
And he had to make some sacrifices when we traded for Luka last year. And he understands how important it is for Luka and AR to have time on the ball. And that, you know, the realistic thing is that when they're on the court together, that's going to take away time on the ball from him. I thought his screening tonight and getting in the pocket, you know, and scoring there, making plays out of that was great. Crashed a couple times. He just had he ended up with 18-7, 7 and 2 steals. He just had a great basketball game.
Was the fact that he was 4th in shot attempt tonight reflection of what you're referring to? And was there a discussion between you and him in the 3 games he was out about the type of approach that could keep the train running the way it had been tonight?
LeBron and I, we talk. We had a great conversation over the last couple of days. I think, again, he wants to do everything possible to help his team win. And he understands the importance of making sure Luka and AR can be at their best. And, that's incredible of him. You know, it speaks a lot to just how much he cares about this team and his teammates and how much he wants to win.
At 137 points was the most scored by a starting group in 20 years. Is that an indicator that the style could be?
Is this a Q&A? Is this a one-on-one? Am I listening to a phone call? Like, y'all just going at it. Anybody else in that room? Good Lord.
Something to take moving forward.
I think that probably that. I think I like the way we played tonight. I do like the way we played. I was joking with him afterwards. I'm like, the first 4 times I ran a play for you, you didn't even look at the basket. And he's like, I'm trying to, get the feel for it. But no, he's not going to be the 4th guy in shot attempts or whatever he was, tied for 3rd. I guess, every night. Some nights, he's going to get 18 shots. Some nights he's going to get 21. Some nights AR may only take 12. The biggest thing for not just those 3 guys, but our team is to just play the basketball game in front of us. Just play the
basketball game in front of you. This is funny. No, you have a role. You can't play the game in front of you because LeBron, look, I am being told because I know of how this is going to add up, that I can't play the game in front of me, right? Because the game is behind me. I'm 41 and whatever it may be. And it's weird. Like, imagine, let's say this, if we could do the blind example. We don't know who any of these guys are. Not knowing their age, not knowing their names, they just 3 different jerseys on the court. Luka's game, not Luka, Luka's game. Austin Reeves' game and LeBron's game. Not talking about load management, not talking about when they hurt, not talking about when they're not playing. Just game. Will LeBron be 3? Would he be 4 as your option? Think about it. Just game. That's the tough part. Because you're looking at it in sports, pro sports, they always have this measurement of future. Like predictability. They always have this measurement of projection. They always have this measurement of potential. That you can be as good as somebody. Matter of fact, you can be better than somebody. But because you're older or more expensive, they act like the other guy is as good as you, if not better. Y'all seen it? It's almost like they trying to graduate you out so they can get you off the books. And they kind of force you out. So playing the game in front of me is a lie. I'm not playing the game in front of me. I'm playing the game within the game that you guys are playing, which is saying I'm old. Y'all don't want me next year. So therefore, let's get Austin in here and you know what I mean? That's all. I just like to highlight the politics of it. Because don't act like we just out there just throw the ball up, let's go. Because if we do that, LeBron gonna get it. Luka can't move. He ain't going for it. He like, oh, you can have it. Pass it, pass it, pass it. So stop with this playing the game in front of me stuff. And Austin could go get it, but at the same time, it's your mental makeup too. You gotta feel like you want it. You gotta feel like you deserve it. You gotta feel like you can get it. Just a lot of politics right there. It's all good. We got a lot more to talk about that, but we got to get into this story because somehow, some way, I just don't even know how to explain it. But let's hear it, and then we can explain it. Let's go. Come on, Stephen A. Let's go.
Now, he's not going to tell you, he's the GOAT. I'm going to tell you he is. I'm going to tell you it damn sure ain't LeBron. But I'm also going to tell you that's not a disrespect to LeBron. Rich Paul might take it that way. LeBron might take it that way.
I just took it that way because you never have the sentence, Jordan's the GOAT. Jordan is the GOAT. Yeah, I said it. He won't say it. I said it. It sure ain't damn Kareem. It ain't damn sure Magic. It sure ain't damn Bird. It ain't sure damn Wilt. It damn sure ain't Bill Russell. Like, you never highlight nobody else. I guess because nobody else in the conversation. Damn sure ain't Kobe. Like, you never say that about them. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how else you're supposed to take it. Sound like a shot.
Their clique might take it that way. That is not an insult. In my world, if you are a part of the conversation that involves the GOAT, that means you warrant GOAT consideration. How could you warrant GOAT consideration if you're being disrespected? It makes no sense.
That's true.
So we have to remember that.
I don't even have to remember it. I know that. Yeah, he's in the conversation, but you're saying he ain't it. Okay, but he's not the only one in the conversation. Depends on when you want to time shift. You want to go present day, you want to go past, you want to go. Kobe's in the conversation as much as LeBron. Every time you bring up LeBron, they say, no, Kobe. Ask every former player. It seems that way. So you highlighting LeBron, but don't act like he the only one that got these highlights that are warranting a GOAT conversation.
LeBron is one of the top. I got LeBron as number 2 all time in the history of basketball. I got KD top 10 all time in the history of basketball. He's that great.
Yes.
He's that great. I have Steph Curry as the greatest shooter God has ever created.
Is he top 10? Is he better than Durant? Ooh, I want it. Ooh, give me that call-in number for Stephen A. We got to figure that one out.
Period. He's that great. It is not an insult.
I think
to have that conversation. It's not something to be turned off about. It's not something for somebody to lament. Do you understand that when you want to lament those kind of conversations, you're asking people not to celebrate the game? Nobody ever thinks about that.
I'm just saying, look, I'm not going to get played. Look, we see it after every big game in the playoffs, the conference championships, the Super Bowl, when you're like, oh, my God, it's a couple people you can consider for MVP. And then never, ever do you see this. Okay, the MVP is SGA. And you go, ah. And it's like, it damn sure ain't you. You imagine going to that banquet? You at that banquet and they like, all right, our MVP is Bruce Smith. Wiley, it damn sure ain't you. What do you mean? I mean, I got it. I understand. It's not me. Why you keep talking about me then? It ain't me.
You're asking people not to celebrate the game. Think about it for a second here, ladies and gentlemen. What if I came on the air, television or radio, and I came on the air or digital with YouTube and stuff like that,
Pause.
and I came and I put my face
in
front of the camera, and I looked at y'all and I went like this. Well, Michael Jordan's the GOAT, but so is LeBron. They're both great. That's it. How's that celebrating the game? Conversation is done in 5 seconds. There's no debate. There's no fodder. There's no intrigue. There's nothing to make you say, yo, this is a special conversation.
Did I just hear a definition of clickbait? No, I'm going to stop. Look, it's more entertaining if Stephen A. Smith does it. It's more entertaining, I can't even lie, if you do it the way that Stephen A. Smith does it. At the same time, it ain't right. And it's selective because you don't do this with other conversations. You don't try to beat up number 2 just to prop up number 1. You don't, right? Like, if there are 2 teams in the championship, you can say one team's going to win, the other team ain't going to win. You can say all that, but you can never go at the number 2 and be like, no shot. You do? Why they there then? Oh, no shot. LeBron's been told a million times he's got no shot. How'd that turn out? I just don't get why you keep highlighting he ain't it as much as you highlight that Jordan is it. When there's other people right there with him, but maybe you're going to say it's not on your list. That's an interesting way of saying it. I just think he's fascinating. I think it's good that he's bringing the entertainment value to it. At the same time, it's kind of like you're propping it up off of sticks because you know you're doing something selective. You're doing something unique to do it to LeBron, and I think it's because you don't like LeBron. Now, you can tell me I'm wrong, but you already said you don't like him, and you're not doing this with anybody else who's in this GOAT conversation. And there are other people in the GOAT conversation. So prove me wrong and say something bad about Kobe. Say something, I dare you. Say something bad about Kareem. I dare you. You're not. You haven't, and you won't because you probably like them and don't like LeBron. So, had to get to that. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. I get entertainment value like anybody else. At the same time, I get like, yo, come on, man. You said you're celebrating the game. What part of the game is this? This ain't part of the game. Trying to get that guy, trying to get them personal jabs on the dude. That ain't part of the game. I wish LeBron was more petty wop. If he was more petty wop, if LeBron was Anthony Edwards, like Anthony Edwards need to accomplish everything LeBron did and then have Stephen A. coming at him like, you ain't the GOAT. He'd be like, I undress you. I need to see that. I need to hear that. Let's get this. Okay, we got time for one more maybe. There's some spicy topics out there still. We got to get into that. I want to get into this Candace Parker. Yeah, let's do that. Let's find Candace Parker. I told you guys I go to yoga. I'm going to yoga today, 10:30. In my yoga class, her wife is in there. Yeah. She like 6'13". Like she stood up one time. I was like, golly. I think she was on the Russian national team or something like that. Yes. Nice lady. Real sweet. Flexible too. Like way more flexible than me. I was like, damn, I should have played basketball. They in there yogaing out. I can't do none of that. I mean, football wears your ass out. Pause. I mean, it really beats you up. My joints, I'm just stiff. I'm just generally stiff compared to like normal humans. Like I can move, I can do stuff. I'm athletic, but I am generally stiff. I blame you, football. I blame you. Now, Candace Parker is about to blame the criticism or lack thereof of the WNBA for them not necessarily growing like they should. Talk your talk, Candace. Talk your talk.
I think to move the game forward, there's got to be critique. I think for so long, women in sports that are covering it in media have had to uplift the game and sell it.
We're not doing that to Candace Parker. We doing this again because I love me some Candace Parker. Told her wife too. I was like, that girl, I love the Candace Parker. Love her.
I think to move the game forward, there's got to be critique. I think for so long, women in sports that are covering it in media have had to uplift the game and sell it in so many ways. And now the product is speaking and holding its own. In the words of James Baldwin, because I love America so much, I have the right to critique it.
Yes.
And with that being said, I think I love women's basketball so much, and all of us do, so we have the right to critique it.
Yes. And you've been had this right. I understand you're like, let's chill. Let's not kick them while they're down. And it was so long between when the league first started and now that it wasn't time to do it. But it is time. And it's been time, actually. Like, it's been time. Because if you don't, then we don't respect you at the big boy, big girl table. We don't respect you at the adult table. We're like, oh, you're a kid. We got to be nice to you. Oh, good game. I saw it yesterday. We won our all-star game. Not all of them kids play good. You know that. My daughter, one of them balls. She's a baller. She balled. The other one doesn't play. She doesn't focus. She's a track runner. She's just out there. She had a twirler on the court doing this. Like, she's just all over the place. She's 5. She don't care. And people walking up to her, good game, Livy. And in my head, every time I'm just like triggered. I'm like, stop telling this girl that was a good game. That ain't good. She ain't focused. Right? But you do that because you're at the kiddie table. Right? She's like, it's time to get up from the kiddie table and sit with the adults.
Not demoralize it, not diminish it, but actually say what's going on and be honest and be real and have those conversations and have those debates. Have your opinion. I have my opinion. I think it's great we can disagree. Some people have Michael as the GOAT. Some people have LeBron. Like, those are adequate discussions. But I think it's also the fans within women's sports that need to understand that when people are not attacking character, but actually flaws in the game and things like that, like, let's not call that hate.
Yes, blah, blah, blah. Problem is, the pandering pyramid is so pervasive that ain't nobody gonna test the women's game like that. Think about it. If you're a dude and you're an analyst of basketball and you're watching the WNBA, you know how much you gotta take off your fastball just to have commentary? Be real. I watch the games. That play-by-play guy, that color guy, good luck. He just saw an air ball. I know when they air ball in the men's league, they be like, whoa, it's getting a little cold in here, a little chilly, a little windy in here. No jokes for them when they air ball. I know in the men's game when they miss a layup, they're like, oh, he's going to be on Shaqtin' a Fool tonight. Look at this. I know when the women throw the ball over the damn backboard and they right under there for a rebound, they just be like, oh, out of bounds on the Liberty. What? So this is why in my personality, I joke a lot because it's one of the ways I express to you that I am comfortable with you, I'm connected to you. So now you about to get these jokes. Now, if I don't joke on you, I'm actually not cool with you. I'm not comfortable with you. Hey, how you doing? Nice meeting you, Bob. Elbow all locked because we ain't cool, right? I'm cool with you, but I know you ain't cool with me, so I'm going to wait on these jokes. Then I'm going to light you up, Bob. What you wearing? What you got on? What are those? We got to get there with the WNBA or it's never going to be respected fully. That means it's not going to get its fair due. That means it's not going to get its fair purse. It ain't going to get what they want. Because we sitting there over there, nice, Tina. Good job, Tina. Petting them on their head. But because they're women, this weird reception of equality, like we don't really treat them like equals. We don't talk about them like we do the men. Why? They're playing basketball. It ain't that deep. We're not talking about them in their third trimester. We're not talking about giving birth. We're not talking about all the things that make them different than us. We're talking about a basketball. That is a sport we play. Talk about it. Give it the real. I swear, if somebody just says, funk it, I'm just about to do it like I'm supposed to do it. I'm calling the women's game like the men's game. Oh, my God. What channel is that? First of all. Okay? Because when the men mess up, it's already with the expectation that, oh, they're better, so they can take the criticism. What is it? Criticism is the cost of praise. We don't praise the women's game enough, so therefore we don't critique it enough. Think about how they're related, right? LeBron takes so much hate because he's the king. He's LeBron. He's in the GOAT conversation. So you can just go at him. You feel like you have the allowance to go at him because he gets so much love. He's a billionaire. You look at these women like, oh, they barely just getting up the court. Oh, they just barely making it layup. Oh, they making threes. Oh. And all that all means we ain't talking about them. And Candace is such a baller, strong-minded, smart enough to understand we limiting ourselves by not being one of the fellas. It's real deep, and it's real simple, right? I was talking to my wife. I was like, look, I don't need truth. I need transparency from people. If you're not telling me stuff I don't even ask, you're not telling me stuff I don't know, then we ain't really connected like that. Everything got to be a Q&A. The only way I know anything about this world and your world is I ask. You're not forthright. You're just not open. Move. I ain't got time. You can't take these jokes. Move. I'm too fragile. Okay, sit your fragile ass over there then, because over here it's a bull in a china shop. And guess what? We having a lot of fun. Bullshit. So I get what Candace is talking about. I'm picking up what she's putting down. She's saying, look, we still in the kiddie corner. Call it out. Where's the Shaqtin' a Fool for the ladies? Come on, Andrea Carter, who I love. Come on. Somebody, go get this. Instead of this whole... Now, I will say in the negotiations, people are calling the girls out, the women out, because they're like, y'all messing up. I don't know if that's true or false because we don't know if they're getting a deal done or not. But more than likely they are. Come on now. Everything gets done with a deadline. Wait for the deadline. Oh, they keep extending it. That means it's not a deadline, right? Point being, it's coming. It is coming. Respect to Candace Parker for dropping them jewels. And respect to your wife for being such a big, flexible lady. I was in class looking at her. I was like, she can do that? Damn. Picked the wrong sport. All right, y'all. Love for you guys. I got to end on this note. Damn, I want to talk about this Super Crip story. It's hilarious, but I get there. I just want to talk about how the world has changed. Let's get this real quick. Look at this. Remember back in the days when I was growing up? Get a university degree. Go to Columbia. Get a 9-to-5 job, suit and tie, get promoted, get married at 21, buy a house at 25, 4 kids, 1 dog, retire at 60. That's how they told us in the 90s. You know what they're saying right now? Survive. Jesus. Hey, it's wild, wild west out here for these kids. I feel for these itty bitties. It's going to be tough out here. It's going to be tough. But love for all you guys for rocking with your boy. You know how the game goes. Had an amazing day. Having a great Friday. We're going to do this again tomorrow. Why not? I love Saturday shows. Fridays, like, it's weird because y'all go out on Thursdays. Fridays, y'all be tired. I'll be like, man, I ain't getting up at no 5. But then it picks up as the day goes on. But you know what? Saturday is going to be our day. So roller skating jam on Saturday. Let's do it, baby. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the verse. Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation. So
hit the like button, damn it. Hit the like